good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, and welcome to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr., and I'm so excited to have this wonderful opportunity to lead you today in a very special way. In today's Good Morning Grief Devotion, this is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural, normal, and necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. That grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because mourning is a good thing. And I'm so glad that you're here with us on today as we lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Today is day 231. Let's have some fun. We're going to talk about death is a normal part of life. Death is a normal part of life. Let's get it. As I become more comfortable thinking and talking about my loss and grief, I also become more comfortable thinking and talking about death. Ooh, how many of y'all are there yet? As you become more comfortable and talking and thinking about your loss and your grief, maybe perhaps the door is opening, or you should become more comfortable in thinking about death. I know sometimes it could be morbid, sometimes it could be a topic that we stay away from, but since we're here, since we're in a season of grief, since we're in a season of mourning, since we're in a season of loss, it is good, healthy conversation. Since we're already the soil of our heart is already tilled. It's already on our mind. We're already navigating through a form of it, right? It's good to have nice, healthy conversations about death, period, right? Here it is. Death is just as much a part of human life as any other facet of existence. It's normal and it's even necessary because without death, our planet couldn't survive. It's normal and it's necessary. I know, I know. We said, wait a minute, it's normal and it's necessary. Yes, it is the cycle of life that we see in everything, right? Right? You could say the transition. You could say, I don't know, everything. I say everything has an expiration date, right? Your milk is going to die at some point in time if you don't use it, right? It has an expiration date. The day dies or transitions or closes, right? 11:59, you go to 12, man, this day is gone. This day it's a wrap, right? That everything, it's the life cycle, right? Whether you're talking about your car, your vehicle that you're not going to be able to drive for 50 years, at some point in time, you're going to get a new one, your house, your apartment, whatever the case may be, clothes, amen. Clothes that you can no longer fit, clothes that you've lost, clothes that you can no longer wear, just across the board, right? And these are very trivial things, but I'm trying to plant a seed in your mind to understand life cycles and how everything comes to an end. It's a part of life. Let's go a little bit deeper. Check this out. I'm befriending grief, but I'm also learning to befriend death. I'm befriending death. I begin to realize that everything has an expiration date. I begin to realize that um, I can just maximize the time and the moments that I've had, enjoy what I have, because I don't know when it's going to come to an end. I don't know when the season is going to come to the end. I don't know when it's going to be over. So I want to maximize what I have. And not only do I befriend grief, right? But then there's also the opportunity to befriend death. And in befriending death, I'm getting better at offering my empathetic presence to others in all kinds of life circumstances. When you live with this type of mindset, that nothing lasts forever and that everything comes to an end, right? When you live, watch this, not in fear of that, but in awareness of that. It's the difference when you live with that awareness. When you live with that awareness. It's fair time. Today's the last day of the fair. People on the fair. Some people go to the fair and they ride rides, right? And they ride the ride. So when you get on the ride and the ride be fun, you get on the ride knowing that this ride is not gonna last forever. You get on the ride knowing that I know this ride is gonna come to an end eventually. So I'm enjoying. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna throw my hands in the air. I'm gonna enjoy it. And I sometimes I wish it would go longer, right? Sometimes we ready to get off it, right? Sometimes we wish it would go longer, but because I know it doesn't last forever, I want to maximize the time that I have on this ride. I want to take full advantage of the opportunity that I've been gifted to enjoy this ride. Y'all, life is the same way. I know it's not gonna last forever. I want to maximize the time that I have. I want to enjoy it. I want to love it. Maximize the minutes, the moments, and make memories. That's why we ain't got time to fuss and argue. We got to make memories so we can take memories, right? When you learn how to be friend, when you live in the awareness, you live in the awareness that I know it's not going to last forever. You live in that awareness. And so when it happens, right, when it happens, I love it. I think it was Dr. Seuss who said, and I'm gonna correct it a little bit. He says, "Don't be sad that it's over. Be glad that it happened." Right, something like that. Don't be sad that it's over. Be glad that it happened. I'm gonna say it's both and. It doesn't have to be either or. It can be both and. You can be you can be sad that it's over. You can be glad that it happened as well as be sad that it's over. Right. But when we live in the awareness that everything has an expiration date, we can not only befriend our grief, we can befriend death. Check this out. I'm getting better at offering my empathetic presence to others in all kinds of life circumstances. That's what it means. If you befriend death, you're going to offer your empathetic presence to others in the midst of loss, change, and transition. Whenever they go through loss, change, and transition, you're going to offer your empathetic presence. That's how you befriend death. I'm no longer closing my eyes and my heart to the end of life, even mine own. I'm not going to close my heart. I'm not going to close my eyes to the end of life. Why? Because I'm living in awareness. Because I'm living in awareness when it happens, when it comes, when it pops off, right? I can offer my empathetic presence. Here it is. Final thought: the hole in my life created by the death of someone I love is so hard to reconcile myself to. But death itself, I understand and befriend. The hole in my life created by the death of someone I love is so hard to reconcile myself to. But death itself, I understand and befriend. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 231. I told y'all we was going to have some fun. Death is a normal part of life. Live in the awareness of it, right? Live in the awareness and learn how to befriend. Offer your empathetic self to others as they navigate through loss, through change, and through transition. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. Thank y'all for taking this time to join us on today, 231 of our daily Good Morning Grief devotion. I hope this lesson was a blessing. I'm going to see you tomorrow, same time, same place, as we continue to navigate through our grief one day at a time. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. Let's go.